Hello, my name is Ilona and today it's Monday, December 18th, 2023. I will be gone for 2 weeks from the end of Friday in the evening. I will unplug. It will be December 22nd and I'll be back on Monday, January 8th. So I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'll be just relaxing, taking my time. I won't be on Telegram posting videos or doing anything like that. I'm just going to relax, unwind. It's of course Christmas and the end of the year. This week I'll be doing the energies of 2024. I will be posting that on Thursday, I think. I will have a live tomorrow night, of course a Dutch live, but most likely I will recap that one as well. Friday I will do a live as well, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of questions. Sometimes there's just a lot of talking about, connecting with people, which is also important. So I have to see what I'm going to post, maybe even a shadow work video, but I have to see because it's still very busy. So I just have to see how everything will go, but at least of course, this video, Thursday there will be a video and most likely I will make a video of recap of my Dutch live of Tuesday evening. So I will post that one on most likely Wednesday morning. So I just wanted to get that one out of the way and of course I'll be gone for 2 weeks, but I'll be back again. So don't worry about that. I'm already wishing everyone a happy holidays, although I'm probably going to mention that a few times this week. In this video, and in Dutch video, I looked at something that was really going on here concerning refugees in the Netherlands. They want to push a law that's actually been through the parliament, so the Tweede Kamer, the second chamber, as we call it here in the Netherlands. Literally, that's what it means. It's going to the Senate now. And they actually brought in a motion to stop that law from passing through the Senate. And it has to do with forcing city councils to accept refugees. Right now, it's still on voluntary basis, but they want to really force city councils to accept refugees. So there's a lot of resistance going on. And it already passed the parliament. And now they actually wanted to stop, to just put it on the back burner. The cards I got for that one was that most likely will remain there because Seven of Pentacles is usually a patience card. Even if it gets pushed through, we had the Tower, so most likely not much is going to happen. This is really just showing everything falling apart. But it was very interesting to see. But I'm sure in other countries they have these laws they're trying to push through, especially concerning refugees. There's also this fear. And I wanted to mention that because I also mentioned that in the Dutch video of these refugees coming in. And some of them have dark energies. They are put here for false flags. So they can, they are programmed and they will, of course, be activated for certain things. We had horrible things in Belgium, Dublin, Ireland, here in the Netherlands, in Germany, of course, worldwide. There are all these things happening that are false flags. It's to divide and conquer. It's to create fear. They use these refugees to spread all these different energies everywhere to, really mess up a country, mess up a country's identity, and you're not allowed to say anything about it. They really play this game and I'm talking about the dark energies who are really behind all these plans to really just mess up a country so people aren't that nationalistic anymore or not really, destroying the culture. And hoping to create these divide and conquer. People are afraid in their own country, in their own environment, in their own neighborhood. That is exactly what they want. They like those lower frequencies. And also, I wanted to mention that it's really about where we put our energy. So we don't want this, then it's very important that we don't give it our energy anymore. If there's still some fear coming up, you can deal with it, you can feel through it. But make sure that you are really confident everything will be all right and truly feel that, truly have faith that everything will be all right. Then that is going to be manifested. And it's very important that we start realizing the true power of our energy and that where we give that energy, if we are going to be afraid or frustrated or angry with everything, that in a way we are giving away our energy and they can use that. So if we stop doing that, they won't be able to create all these things. In this video, I want to take a look at the European Union, because they also apparently want to change things concerning refugees. So this is the European Union. And they are coming with apparently new restrictions or other things, because it's really too much money, and it's just a mess with all these laws they created. And they really want to change things in the European Parliament. And they want to now talk about the details. Also, they want to separate certain groups, that if they come from certain areas where there's not going to be any refugees, or they are not recognized as unsafe countries, they can immediately kind of send them back. It's just very interesting to see. So they're actually talking about this right now. And apparently you can also buy off a certain, let's see, that they can buy off a certain part per refugee, which is really, I'm not really sure what that is about, but this is written in Dutch, so I can't really just completely translate it immediately. And they actually want to be able for some states to just pay off their, apparently they need to bring in refugees and they can apparently pay that off. So this is a new law or new rules they want to apply in the European Union. I'm just going to take a look at the energy, because really it's just such a bureaucratic mess there, the entire European Union. At least that's how I see it. So we're just going to see what the energy is for the European Union about the new things they want to come up with, new rules concerning refugees. So let's see. We have again children. This is interesting. Cups, 6 of Cups. I'll explain that later. We have the Star as the central card. We have the Page of Cups. We've got the 4 of Swords. We've got the 10 of Wands in the future, and the 7 of Cups. So I think there's going to be still a lot of confusion, and really people are fed up with this, and I think states are fed up with this. Certain people, of course, in certain states, with all the things they come up with, but they're just going to push things through. They'll try to get things going again, but I'm also getting this card that it's kind of standing still. I don't think a lot is going to come out of this. Very interesting enough, because this is concerning children. I also had this card for the coming week, so I'll talk about that later. So that's why this is interesting. And there is protection. And it's very important to know, because there is a lot going on. Of course, it depends on your perspective, that all these refugees are like dark energies, and a lot of them are military, and they purposely put there to take over countries. There's a few people that have that, or some people that have that perspective. That's not how I see it. I do believe there are dark energies who've placed people there, programmed them, and will activate them when they think the time is right. I also believe, because that is my perspective, that the white hats are well aware of this and will protect. So amongst those refugees, I believe there are also white hat militaries looking like they are refugees. That's at least how I feel and how I see it. Of course, see if that resonates with you, especially with the Star card. It's also a protection card. So I do believe ultimately we are being protected. Of course, if things are happening, like you can't stop all these things. And some things need to, so people can see it, people can experience it, and it's really getting out of control. I do believe that this is just a disaster. The 10 of Wands, it's also, again, that chicken without a head card. I believe in the European Union, they have no idea what they're doing. It's going to be very heavy. They're going to emphasize certain things that I don't think a lot of states are going to be very happy. This is really part of taking down the European Union as well, and how inefficient they are, and really they are not helping the European people in any way. They are really just trying to take control. So there's going to be more confusion, and it's not going to go anywhere. I mean that the where they want to come up with the new laws, rules, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. No. I even getting some sore throat suddenly. So I don't know what that's really about. It's almost like I always see a connection with, speaking the truth, speaking your mind. And I think in the European Union, they still try to push this, narrative. A lot of people have been silenced. They're not allowed to speak about refugees. A lot of crime that is being committed by refugees has been kind of being pushed to the side, kind of been covered up because they really don't want to talk about it. And they want to, really push this through. It's part of that agenda for 2030 to really destabilize everything, to create all these destabilized countries. It's all part of it. So also the European Union is focused on that. But this is rocking around chicken without a head. And this is confusion. So to be very honest, they might try to push it through, but it will just be too much. And some states are already refusing. I think Hungary is already refusing to do anything with it. I believe Denmark has already opted out. So I'm just like, why aren't more countries just opting out? I didn't even know that was an option. Like, yeah, we're not going to do anything about this. Or anything to do with the European Union. I think it is time that countries, become countries again. We really don't need this anymore to decide things for us. So this is the energy of the European Union and their refugees policies. Standing still, and they really don't know what they're doing. It's going to lead to more confusion. But I also see the children card. So I do think things could come out. And this is interesting. I will talk about the coming weeks. I first started to take a look for this week, but I kind of felt like, well, this is going to be longer than just this week. So the coming weeks, of course, I'll be gone for 2 more weeks. So this is for like the next 3 weeks, the period. But things with children will come out, and it will also be concerning refugees, because that's a perfect way to lose children or do things with children, because they don't have any papers. Sometimes they don't even have any parents, no one to watch them. I think those things will be coming out as well, concerning the refugees and what it's really used for as well. Because besides destabilizing countries and putting people in certain positions, certain puppets they can activate for all kinds of false flags and creating all kinds of chaos, this also has to do with the children. I think that will come out as well. Now I wanted to use, of course, my cards again. So I do have the cards here from the week. I looked at, or the 3 weeks. I first started with the energy for the coming week, and then I kind of felt, especially with the cards, there were 3 major arcana cards. So that's like a longer process that most likely has to do with the coming weeks. So I got my little cards out, so I hope you can see it. But for the coming weeks, we have the 5 of Wands. We've got the 3 of Wands, and again, we have the 6 of Cups. We've got the children card again. So I think this 3 weeks, this coming time, there's going to be a lot of strife, a lot of things happening. I think also among the puppets, the dark energy puppets, they're really going to start also moving in on each other and infighting. It's very important for humanity to kind of sit back and just watch what's going to happen. This is more like sitting back, see what's happening, taking a distance, or taking looking from a distance what's going on. And we have the 6 of Cups. So I think things with children are going to come out the coming 3 weeks. More things about children. I also talked about in my Dutch video that in Belgium they had this series of documentaries about the victims of the church there. That was, I think, a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. It was very interesting. I still hope to see it. And now I think someone sent me some newspapers about nuns selling babies that were also happening in Belgium. And of course, this is not just from Belgium. I believe also in Ireland, babies have been sold worldwide, and awful things have happened. And I think more and more things are coming out about that, about the church, about children. But for the coming weeks, I think we're going to see a lot of infighting from the dark puppets themselves. They really don't know what they're doing. It's very important to just kind of sit back and watch things happen. As humanity, especially with the 3 of Wands, and things about children are coming out. I also looked at the back of the deck, and there was the Tower. And the Tower is really about things are just falling apart. And that's why there is so much infighting going on as well, because really they don't know what to do anymore. None of their narratives are really going anywhere. They're facing a lot of resistance, and resistance, of course, in the energy creates a different energy. They won't be able to tap into that energy if people are resisting or not complying. That's why it's so important to really learn to work with your energy, because that's the best way to stop them. If they don't have the energy to create, they're with empty hands. They don't have anything to create. They'll starve because they need our low frequency energy to survive. And that is completely falling apart. So the Tower is a very important card as well. I've been, of course, saying for quite some time that we are really in a very hectic period. We are. I think that will be for quite some time, and it's maybe even going to get more hectic. The advice I have for the next 3 weeks is the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Justice card. And you see the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles both have scales. This is about balancing. This is about finding balance, again, looking from a distance, because the Justice card is about, taking how to say this, just look from a distance, not get completely caught up in everything that is happening right now. It's very similar to the Three of Wands. So it's very important that we look at things, maybe sometimes even analyze things, step away, don't get emotionally caught up with everything that is happening. We've got the Christmas, of course, coming up for a lot of people, and of course certain days that, the end of the year, people getting together. And there's, of course, a lot of things happened in families as well, especially with what happened the past almost 4 years now, 2020 it started. And it's very important not to get caught up in that, to really choose your battles wisely, of course, with everything that's going on. Whether you want to engage with people, with family members, maybe everything has been settled already, or maybe there are still some things happening. Maybe it's time to just step back and just see what's going to happen, because more and more things are coming out. Still, there'll be a lot of people just denial and not wanting to see that, not wanting to hear about that. It is what it is. But really, the most important part is balancing things. Six of Pentacles, Justice card, the scales, balance. Find your balance and step into your power. The Magician decides for himself what he wants to do, where he wants to focus on, and what he wants to manifest. And I think that is so important, that we understand that if we use our own energy for what we want to manifest, then the dark energies won't be able to use it, manipulate it, twist it, or use it against us. That is what the Great Awakening is all about this Magician, about stepping into our own power. So that is for the coming 3 weeks, very important. Balance. Step into your power, see what you can do, what you want to do. You can listen to other people, see things, read things, but you have to make your own decision. It's about making your own decision. I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.